What's up, future millionaires? Mike the Investor, and today we're going to discuss NBAC Stock, Newborn Acquisition Corp, which is a SPAC who gained a ton of momentum this week, how they're going to be taking public the company Nuvve, which is the leading EV charging company with vehicle-to-grid technology. So let's jump right into it. Alright investors, welcome back to the channel. Now before we dive into the meat and potatoes of this video, I just want to thank all of you because we have reached the 4,000 subscriber milestone. I wouldn't be able to reach that milestone without all of you supporting the content and the channel. So I appreciate you all rocking with me. And if you would like to help the channel out a little bit more while earning 4 free stocks, be sure to click the Webull link down below. And when you deposit your first $100 when creating your account, you will earn 4 free stocks. So before diving into the company Nuvve, let's take a look at the SPAC Newborn and see what they did the last open day of the market. So if you can see here, they were up over 80%, 86.20%. Now after hours, they did lose a little bit of steam at 9.65%. Now if we go to the 1 week, we can see that this company is up almost 100%. That is an incredible gain. If you would have invested in this company 2 weeks ago, you would have made all of your money back from investing in Newborn Acquisition Corp. Now, I would definitely say if you're thinking about investing into Newborn, probably wait for some steam to fall off of it and then maybe acquire a position. But let's dive into the company so we can kind of see what they are all about. So as we get ready to look at the Nuvve website, if you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to show you my personal position in this company that I took a few days ago. It is a smaller position, but I am up almost 50% in just a matter of 2 days. But let's check it out. So as we can see here on the company's website, we make electric vehicles greener. As we scroll down, this is their cutting edge technology, vehicle to grid innovation. And as you can see here, this is what it says. Nuvee's patent vehicle to grid technology optimizes electric vehicle charging, lowers the total cost of ownership for EVs, and increases the positive environmental impact of EVs by supporting the introduction of renewable energy sources such as wind and solar as an alternative to fossil fuel and power plants. That is going to be massive. And as we scroll down, you can see they have their global mobility services, and all this is going to tell you is improve EV performance and reliability with the only mobility service offering high-powered vehicle-to-grid charging with 24/7 maintenance and energy management on a global commercial platform. This company is going to be massive if things go right for them. And if you look down here, you have the EDF and Nuvee in Europe. And I really like this because this company gives us emerging market exposure as well. Commercial operations in Belgium, France, Italy, and the United Kingdom will be managed by 𝗧𝗓𝗓, a joint venture between EDF and Nuvee. Now, if you go briefly over to their website, you can see 𝗧𝗓𝗓 is a joint venture by EDF and Nuvee, and 𝗧𝗓𝗓 Solutions relies on Nuvve technology that has already been deployed and validated on 5 continents. So this company has been working in Denmark for the past 4 years, and these are a few pictures of where their technology has already been implemented and proven. So I think this company is going to be massive. And if we briefly look at what their vehicle to grid technology does, as you can see here, this is how it works. Number 1, you plug in your car to any charger. Number 2, you charge your battery safely and efficiently in vehicle to grid mode. If we look down to number 3, you can see we make money by providing power capacity and sending energy back and forth to regulate the grid, or you save costs by using stored energy from EV batteries to reduce building energy peak consumption. And then number 4, you are ready to drive. With the charge you set for the day, with advanced trip planning using a mobile fleet management app. So this company here is definitely figuring all the ins and outs of their own technology. They have had this technology for 10 years, and as I stated, they have been using it proven for 4 years. So this definitely gives them a step up over the technology, and they also have patents for this as well that we're going to talk about a little bit later in the video. But let's keep looking. So now we are on the company's presentation, and you can see who is Nuvve. Nuvee is a proprietary vehicle-to-grid technology enables the linking of multiple electric vehicle batteries through EV charging stations into a virtual power plant, also known as a VPP, providing bidirectional services to the electrical grid in a qualified and secure manner. Now, I'm not going to read these other 2 bullet points, but you can definitely find this presentation on their company website. You just go to Nuvee.com. Now, if we look over here, this is going to show you the comparison to the competition today compared to Nuvee and other charging stations. So you can see here, Nuvee can do everything that the competition can do and more. You see we have ChargePoint, we have Shell, just to name a few big names. And as we move down a little bit, this is something I really like here, the first mover advantage in the vehicle to grid space. And this is going to be a very large industry as well, which you're going to see a little bit later. So as you can see here, I'm not going to read all of this, but I just want to point out a couple things. You can see Nuvee owns key patents for this technology, and if we look under the entry barrier for competitors, you can see here it is a long path for distributed resources and aggregators to be qualified by the TSO. It is a 12 to 36 month period, and I really like this because this gives them another leg up. So say they have a huge competitor that is coming into the industry and Nuvee needs something they need to maybe enhance about their own technology. That 12 to 36 months give them that window to kind of really up their game and enhance their performance for consumers. So I really like this. This gives them a leg up and a huge moat in this niche in the EV market. So as we continue to look here, now we're going to be diving into the transaction summary, which will give us kind of a breakdown on how this merger acquisition will go with Newborn Acquisition Corp, ticker symbol NBAC, and Nuvve, the company we're talking about now. So as you can see here on their transaction summary, it says Nuvve is being acquired by Newborn, a publicly listed special purpose acquisition company, also known as a SPAC, with 57.5 million cash in the trust. And as we go down here, you can see Nuvve pre-money equity value of $102 million, consideration to Nuvve paid with 10.2 million shares. And then the transaction includes 14 million in common stock and warrant PIPE at $10 a share. For every PIPE share purchase, PIPE investors receive 1.9 warrants. Each warrant is exercisable for a half common share. Now, if we go over here to their historical projected profit and loss, this is just going to kind of give you a breakdown on how the company has done in the past and how they see the company doing in the future. On the left side, we have their actual numbers, and on the right side, we have their projection numbers on what they see the company to do in the future. Now, this is measured in thousands. As you can see here, if we look at 2017 through 2019, we can see the revenue is growing every year. Gross profit is growing every year, but you can see their operating income loss is in a flux, and they are currently losing money when it comes to the operating income loss. So that's definitely, something to keep in mind. And if we look over to the projection here for their 2020 low end, you can see they are still losing money even on the high end as well. But if we go to the following year of 2021, they have started to turn around that operating income into a positive, and you can really see their gross profit taking off from 2021 to 2022. You can see 14,600 to 47,700. That is a significant increase. They are tripling, their gross profit, which is definitely a good thing. Now, keep in mind, these are future projected numbers that the company is expected to see. And when we look at how big this market is going to be here in a couple slides, you're going to see why they are projecting these type of numbers. But as we scroll down, now we're going to look at their balance sheet snapshot, and this is something I really think investors should take a look at. This will also be measured in thousands as well, and for the cash on hand, they only have 59,000, which is not a lot, and for their total current assets, 1,276. So that is not a lot at all. And if we go over to the right column on their total current liabilities, as you can see, 5,189. So they over double their liabilities than what they have, in assets. They actually triple it, almost quadruple it. So this is something, you definitely want to keep in mind unicorn, that can be a red flag for this company, but they do have this big acquisition with Newborn that has $57.5 million in cash in the trust. So also keep that in mind as well. And if things does go well for this company, this is going to be a massive, massive play. But let's look at the last thing about this company to see how big, this grid market is suspected to be. So as you can see, for the market global size and revenue opportunity, total electric market is worth $3.2 billion in 2016. And now you can see $1.5 billion for transportation services, $4 billion for behind the meter services, and $290 billion for grid services, which gives them a total opportunity of $296 billion. Now, this company is not going to get all of this, but they are going to get a huge chunk, definitely with them being one of the first to this industry. They are already proven, they have a leg up, and they also have patents for their V2G technology. So I think this is going to be a massive company. They did see a big run up this week, and now I'm going to show you guys my personal position, in NBAC stock. So let's check it out. So now we are on the Webull app, and this is my personal position in Newborn Acquisition Corp. I wanted to get 50 shares in this company, but the stock just kept soaring. So if we see a significant pullback, I will be doubling down on this position. So as you can see here, I'm currently up 49.59%, so almost 50%. I've made half my money back in just about 2 days, and you can see that is $210 for my profit. And now you can see for the total cost, I put in $403.50, the average price $13.45, the market value $203.60. I currently have 30 shares, and you can see for the last price currently it is $20.12. And if we look at the bottom here, you can see these are the 2 buys that I put in for this company. The first one was 10 shares at $11.85 on November 24th, and then I bought 20 more shares the following day at $14.25 on November 25th. So that gives me my total of 30 shares, and that is my full position in Newborn Acquisition Corp. So if you want my opinion on should you buy NBAC stock, once again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do think this is a position that you can potentially double or even triple your money on, or even make some quick profit in the short term and sell out of. But I'm just a guy on YouTube, talking about different companies and my opinion on it as well. I did show you my personal position, so I definitely, believe in this company a little bit. I will probably say more than a little bit. I'm kind of very bullish on this company, if you can't tell. But if you gained some value from this video and you liked it, be sure to smash that like button. And before we get out of here, be sure to check out the links down below so you can get some free stocks and definitely help you out on your investing journey. I'm Mike the Investor. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, always invest in yourself, and I'm out.